This is just AMZN for Tuesday, June 8th, 2021. We got it. Here's the bullish candle I was waiting for. We got a close above the 21. We took out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bearish candles. We did turn yesterday into a really nice bounce. Kind of a Morningstar reversal, kind of not, because maybe like a double bottom. Actually, yeah, this is more of a double bottom. So let's say our neckline is like 32.20. I don't know if we're going to get back down there because that, I mean, that's really right near the low of this candle. We'll get into the 5-minute real soon, but it looks like my X marks the spot is maybe just a day early, or tomorrow we could have like a pullback into this level, like 32.35, 32.30, somewhere into that. And yeah, then it would really be an X marks the spot. So really strong day, really strong volume. This takes out volume going back to this day. So this day is the last time we had more volume. This day was a high wave candle, not directional like today's candle. It had slightly lower volume, but everything in between has been a lot lower volume. So yeah, really nice directional candle. It was a bullish retest gap, and so it needed a retest. So let's just zoom in on this. So opened up with kind of a hammer type candle. It's a tiny bit too tall, or the wick is a little bit too short. Really, an ideal hammer would be the body being about half the size of the lower wick. So the wick needed to be double what it is, or the body half of what it is, really. Or not half, like 2/3 of what it is, something like that. Anyway, it ran up and then it came right back down, put in a great S curve right into the 5 here. I mean, the 5 almost made the S curve to be buying this. And then pushed right on through with a lot of volume, right on through the line that we've had on here for a long time. It was taking out some of those highs from those bearish candles. This was acting as a resistance last week, and we're through it. We're through it really nicely, except for this being inverted hammer. So, I mean, it's still really bullish, really strong volume. Doesn't really roll over. You know, the hammer didn't really work like a bearish hammer should. First of all, it was a bullish candle. These two candles together have really significant volume. We were looking at volume a little bit. We were talking about it, I think, yesterday with that one bearish candle. And not the one, but there was one high volume bearish candle. I think the volume here, yeah. So the volume here was like, each of these candles like double that one candle from yesterday, which really turned into a bouncing candle. This really turned into a breakout candle. Went sideways for here for about an hour, and then came right back into the 21. We barely got a close below the 21. I mean, you really should not have been shorting this here. It's really holding the line. It's really holding the 21. Got slightly below the 21 here as well. Each of these times, it was a really great buying opportunity. This turned into a little bit of a triangle here. We were talking about triangles yesterday. So, you know, making some lower highs through here, some higher lows through here. Really nice triangle breakout, retest, and just continue to run. Overall, just buy the dip kind of a day, which we have not had in a while. One really cool thing with how this worked out today is this hammer candle right here. So this is a really nice hammer candle. It puts an a Morningstar reversal right on this line, right on the 21, but it also retested right back into the earlier highs, like the first rally highs, retested that price, and also retested right back into the middle of this really strong bullish candle, high volume. This was like the perfect place to be if you weren't in already anywhere earlier. This was a great place to be buying because it retested halfway into this candle, right into the previous resistance, new support, right into the 21. Great place to be buying for the stock, for an option. It was great right there. Or any other time after this where it was bouncing off the 21, even, you know, like all through here were great opportunities to buy. Through here was a great opportunity to buy. Anytime in here after the 21, except for like right into the close, then it really wasn't working as well. So let's go look at those times on the 3300 call. The option worked out really well. You almost had to retest into the middle of this candle. So let's see, $5 range, the low, about 6. No. Let's see, where was the middle of this candle? My head's trying to do the math. So it was 250. So 825. Did we come back to 825? We did, 815. So we did retest right into the middle of this candle at 825. So yeah, that was a great place to be buying off of a retest here. Now this retest on the stock didn't actually come back on that candle, came back over here. And then this low did come back to that price on the option. But the next candle, it did not. The next low, it did not. This was the place I was saying this would be a great place to buy. This candle was a little bit large, hard to get the $100 risk. But after this, it started holding the $9 low and set up great for a 10 by 9. So buy at 10, stop at 9, target on a Tuesday, 13, and that would have filled on this candle, and then just do it again. Came back down to 10, stop at 9, and let it run up to 13, and then it didn't do it again. I almost wish it was a Friday, because doing that setup, getting in at 10, stop at 9, and a target of 18 would have filled like getting out near the high of the day, but it's not a Friday, so I didn't have the 8R target. But still, you could have, made the adjustment to, instead of getting out at 3 Rs, get your stop up to 3 Rs, which would have worked. It would have taken probably a good 20 minutes to feel comfortable to move your stop up above 13 and not think that, oh, it's just going to come down and wake me out, which it very easily could have done even in this candle. Almost on these candles. And depending on how it was moving around during this time, it's very possible that there just wasn't an order there, and it didn't pull back that much further. But anyway, yeah, so could have been a day to move from 13 to a target of 18 instead. All the while, the puts were just going lower. This is the 3200 put. Once we took out these lows over here, this is where we retested, and this retest here, it's really hard to see. Let me do this. So here you go. So we got the lows here. We do take the low out here. We retest up to this level, the previous low, and then roll over. This gap through here, all of this was just saying we're going lower on the puts, which means we should go higher on the calls, and we should go higher on the stock, and we did. So like I said, for tomorrow, if we get a pullback, great. If we continue to rally through here, I think we have a couple more bearish candles with some upper wicks. Looks like we're breaking out of this triangle bullish now after this kind of a breakdown bearish. And for right now, let's just stay with the trend, which is moving bullish. So get into a retest. We can retest into some of these lows, into the middle of this candle again. Any of these, the low of this candle would be ideal, because that's right near 32.35, which is right about where these cross. That'd be really cool to see it bounce right there. But if it bounces with a hammer like it did earlier right here, or if it bounces with a really nice S curve, get in, go bullish. That's I can't tell you how to trade your account, but that's what I'll be looking for. And yeah, hope this helps. This is Justin AMZN. Thanks.